Great night, my kings and queens. Wake up and be authentic. Happy Monday. You don't know it's your girl, authentic Queen Simone. Come for drop some authentic spiritual lessons and reasoning in the Easter Monday night. I hope everybody lock down, lock in, and I go on all our meds, alright? So I could just go right into it. So no one is your enemy. No one is your friend. Everyone is your teacher. I've been doing some reflection, and of course, it's something that I do on a daily basis. My morning meditation, my nightly meditation before I go sleep. So I get in touch with my oneness. And I love listen to my metaphysics audio called The Game of Life. And then I just hear the lady saying, I say, no one is an enemy, no one is a friend, and everyone is a teacher. And then same time I say, how true that is. Each of us in life play a role in somebody else's future or demise or whatever. Everyone, each one where we meet on a daily basis, they might teach us something. But guess what I'm told? We don't listen to it. Sometimes we meet people who are a reflection of us, who are a reflection of us. But sometimes we don't look into ourselves and realize, say, yo, that person here come teach me something. Either they might teach us something about yourself, or they might teach us something about some life lesson. But everybody where you meet in a life play a role. Life is like a movie, you know. Yeah, and God are the producer, God are the director, God are just everything in it. And somehow we play good role and bad role in people's life, or purposeful role. But whether it be good or bad, we do play a role in somebody else's life. Because looking at a lot of us, I mean, use an example. Like female, we might say, oh, me say there with a man and him love me and him hurt me, but we don't remember a man where we did used to use and him out. So you see it? So we might serve the one where we love good and them hurt we. And then we know play the bad person in a somebody else's life by yamming them out and canning them out and tricking them out. You see it? Well, a man never play the role in our life where hurt we. Play a good role in a somebody else's life. He's not necessarily a bad person. He just play that role in our life because he might come for treat we bad for we feel for we learn something. Alright? The man we treat we good probably treat one woman bad before we meet up our we. Not all the time, and I'm just saying. You understand? So you see it, everybody teach somebody something in life, or we all play a different role in a somebody life. If you're looking at your life, are you there in one situation where it was a stressful situation? Are you stressed out over the situation so much that you don't know what to do until you get over that situation and you realize that you say to yourself, say, but wait. But you know, say if that never happened, this would have happened, and that did never happen, and this would have come down, yeah, so. Yeah. We are afraid to tap into our humanness. You know why? Some of us full of too much pride. We should not be afraid to make mistakes. Enough of this happen because from school. You see, a lot of us, let me tell you what I notice. You see, people who are straight A students, you see, if them ever get a B or a C or so it mad them. You see, my daughter, she's a straight A student, and I'll never forget one time. She always come first in her class, and then in a one term, in a grade 2, she came second. And I said to her, listen, the boy who come first, I congratulate him. Because he might teach you all this so you not forget complacent. And this is what life is about. And it was in that period she learned how to, what is something name again? When you look pan picture and, for, I don't remember what them call it, but me good at that, but I don't remember what it name. When you look pan pictures and you learn how to tell the story and what happened first and what happened second and what happened next. Simple something like that, and she couldn't understand much. She was a straight A student. And it was in that time she learned how to write a letter properly. Now, if that never happened, she wouldn't know. So now she's more humble than ever. Because at first, you remember, she always come first, She always get A, So she's used to that. She used to that. So by the time she reached this, I say, yo, no feel no way about it. Just go to the brother and congratulate him. Because I'm a teacher, something so not forget too complacent. Yeah. So teach her something in life. So a lot of us, we grow with this perfection. We grow up spoiled. We mother always give everything. We feel that life revolve around we. And the moment we go out there and somebody tell we no, sometimes we can put them in a depression, put people in a depression. Oh, she not like me, that's why she tell me no. Because we grew up. Enough things stem from how we grow, you know. Enough things stem from how we grow. So we go out there in the world now, and we think that life revolves around it until somebody teach you a lesson and say no. That's now make you realize, say, hey, but I'm human. Because some persons believe, say, them depend top of the world and everybody else, but all of us are human who come to play a purpose. A man is just a man in each of us life, and we come to play a role. Sometimes we play the good role, sometimes we play the bad role. If you watch movie, you see Denzel Washington, sometimes he's the bad guy, sometimes he's the good guy. That's how life is. The only thing I try human direct that, but I gotta direct this movie because everybody have to play a spiritual role. Judas would have to play the role in getting Jesus to be crucified on that cross, on the cross. Or cross or wait one name, but you know me I talk about the X up me there. Now, what's his name again? What name again? Barabbas. Did have to do all of them something there too. And did have to do all of them something there for going to jail that Jesus can go up against him to see who them for crucify. John the Baptist did have to dead for Jesus set the path. So everybody play a role in each of us life. Now back to the story me that I tell you a while ago. So some of us go spoil. Alright, some of us know, you know we call it pretty girls. We are pretty girls and we feel like say the world revolves around. Like if I walk up on the road, if a man for call to we, it's all about we. If a man call to a girl beside her, we wanna look like what we say a beauty. We say either man and I'm not taste. I mean for call to. We are used to that the moment you see a nice, look good, stay good man. And him pass and don't look by and call to you know, the first thing why you gonna set the man a fish. But suppose the man don't find you attractive. Everybody have different things for them. I put the man don't find you attractive. Suppose the man see you look common like everybody else. And him just see you as just a pretty girl. We're gonna come take away money. I just a pretty girl who feel like say, hey. And then if the man don't want you and look at you and him see a next girl and him like that girl, automatically the woman who feel like say she on top of the world and feel like say she's look better than everybody else now, she start criticize the man, woman, say the man, nah, I'm not here, say the man, woman, look good. But there's more to a woman than looking good. What about the inside? Same way like a man. A man look good, him go out there pretty boy, hot boy, stay good boy. Every time girls see them and run off for him. Like the song my father sing we say, you know, see a me the girl I'm mad over 16 carry over Nova Scotia and all of these things. And this woman I run down this man and then bam, one day a girl a pass and don't even give him a second touch. She just say, sir, excuse out of my way. Him feel like him and him feel like him a go dead. Because a lot of us were programmed that the world revolve around us. That's why some people commit suicide. That's why some people go down in a deep depression. Because we never learn how to feel. We never learn, say, listen, there is glory in failure. There is glory in making mistakes. Mistake makes us human beings. And all of this stems from a lot of how society has programmed us. We have to the perfect. We're not as we leave school to forget the perfect job, the perfect this, the perfect married when we are young. Only have 2 kids. We're not supposed to be wild and run out there. Listen to me. Sometimes you like the man who go through a whole heap of things and overcome it and come back come talk to me. You know why? He's more stronger spiritually. He's more stronger, and him now go cocky. Any man when I talk to, if me and him walk on the road and somebody beg him something better, can give them it. Yeah, I like man we stay so. Because me stay so. If me walk on the road and somebody asks me for food, me I give them it, the money. Why? Because I know how hungry feel. So sometimes I like somebody will have certain traits inside of me. People will go through certain things in their life, so much things in their life and go through and come out back. And if you look for all of the man, them were great. They were all survivors. Them overcome some obstacles for the wish part them in a life. Sometimes you like them man, they were strong. Were firm when you hear say, yo, when you hear say Bob Marley get shot and him hand never heal, or him foot never heal, and Bob Marley run go up on the stage, same way, go perform with him gunshots, with him gunshot wound, and say if the wicked people them still do them work and not take a day off, why him for take a day off? Me like them man, they them brave. Them kind of people, they will go through all of them little things there. They weren't afraid to fail. They weren't afraid to make mistakes. They're not afraid to say, I don't pass this test to them. They never say, you must go pass. Don't pass the test. Spitefully, you know. I did not say when you go to work or when you go to school or college, it means that you just think about to fail your exam, you know. Go take your exam and pass your exam. But what I'm saying is that even if you fail at exam or you fail, life not done. There's a lesson in it. There's a lesson and a blessing in it. So you pass it, there's a lesson. You fail it, there's a lesson. I remember a friend said to me, say, Simone, one thing me would I never want to fail was to go up at the embassy and don't get my visa. That would make me feel good. I get turned down the first time I applied for a visa. I never applied. The first and only time I went and applied, I did not get it. Now, I saw lessons in that. I saw a whole heap of lesson in that. I know that that was not my time to get that visa because none of the things that I'm going to go through now, wouldn't have gone through them and I wouldn't even so spiritually strong. But I just say, me get visa, me I fly out. Oh, my cousin wants to see me. Oh, me I go for this, come here, auntie wants to see me. My mind would have probably more focused on for go meet my family. I'm not see in years, 16 years. Me not see some of my family, I'm 20 odd years. So I think me I get too excited, but God probably has said, no, me know I get carried away. Even though I not easily lose focus, you know, but I want them to understand me, I say. So that man who turned me down play a role in my life. He was my teacher. Now the person who are going to grant me the visa that day, that person is also a teacher. We all have to celebrate our failures and celebrate our loss. We are afraid because of what society would say. Society meaning people, you know, your family members, your friends. That's what society means. Society is not really like, say, a building. It's really the people form society. And we are afraid. And one thing too, we're also afraid because we always, enough people go like them better than people. So them afraid people here, so them go through that. Them afraid people say, my man left me for your next girl. My man beat me like them afraid of all these things because of the status that they have or because them have certain things in them possession. And them don't want nobody say, oh, she will have got like so she better than people. She should have acted than that. She will have got like so she love better than people. She will have got like so, it's all about, oh, really? I didn't know. Oh, yes, Lord, please. Listen to me. If you take 20 men in your lifetime, and all of them will do you, and there's nothing to be ashamed of, because everybody nature different. Some people, them come like nymph, them nature different. If a man look 20 girl in his lifetime and get them, he don't want all of them. He don't want all of them. So don't be ashamed if you used to live a promiscuous lifestyle. All of them man they did a teach you something. And some people take longer for long. Because sometimes I take 50 man. Sometimes I take a girl to take 50 man before she get her husband. Some people might say, Lord God, 50 man, she bad, she has kettle. But let me tell you something about that girl. Sometimes she end up find the best man. Sometimes she end up find the good up man. You know why? She have experience. She overcome obstacles. She know her values now. She know her worth. So any man where I come and go clock in, I forgot come in good, because all of them hurt where she get, everything where she get, she's more grown now. She's more spiritually mature now. The whole heap of experience she have. So much man that she got through, whole heap of different experience. That is if she learn the lesson from none of them. But I'm saying when the day come for she learn, she a go find a good man. Because guess what? All of them something there where she da go through and all of them man where she take the things that God, she a paid forward the things that God now gonna make sure get somebody. See me like a man who out there. Cannot see some man out there look good and so but now want them, you know. People just want them for all them look. People just want them for where them have. People just want them because they want to say, I'm me there with the hot boy pan the lane, I'm me there with the man in cup boy, I'm me there with the bow leg boy and all this, I'm me with the Indian boy. Sometimes I don't want them. Sometimes them just say, you want to get pregnant for them, but they don't really want them. Them just want to say, I'm me there with a top man or I'm me there with them kind of people here. Sometimes them really don't want them. But by the time that man ready for settle down, him already experienced a lot of women. Now, if that man should settle down, or when that man settle down and have a woman for himself, you see the other girls them were never into, them are going to say, oh, be them next girl, oh, be the man. Them now say, maybe the man come to a conclusion and say, here what me I say. Them are something I don't really know a wife thing me I go to. Because some man have to go through some things and learn from other women and say, yo, when I saw you treat woman and go looking at him like, sometimes something happen, he love his mother dead, so it make him change his life. Things can happen. But the girl who don't get him for second down would say that the girl that is with him is Obia. Because she has said, oh, that girl I get it worse if she feels so she look better than the girl. She going to say, oh, come she get the man there. And me there with him for so long and him never do all of them something there. Listen, everybody like different things. How come to call me look good and me and walk a be this and that and that and what take up all this girl I'm not tasting, not this and not that. The girl ain't have the education that me have. The girl lower than my standard because me and this and me and that. And you're frightened for say bam, 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 bam. Yeah, of course, and I said the girl no depend your standard. The girl no they in your thing. And when you look now, she know that girl the way that classified says and nobody because she not the education. She and the man go bill and the two of them turn rich while you still each up on the people workplace with big status and them turn multi-billionaire. I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is that everybody is your teacher. Everybody. Looking at your life for you and see if you never talk to a man. If somebody pan you take more than 10 man or more than 50 man, nothing wrong with that. Look what me I say. Look and see if all of them, you didn't want all of them. So why you expect the man them you talk to all of them go want you? Remember you know have the laugh karma, you know. And everybody go want we. And then when we don't get the people them now we cuss them. Cause me guilty I to cuss them and say they look at dirty man I will cuss I will talk some things. Likewise, the man him talk about things about the woman if him can't get her. As a matter of fact, me never that one them girl will come here face boy. Only if a girl want me. But everybody is a teacher. Of course you're gonna get angry because we are human. We are human beings. Some authenticity and smart enough for tapping on yourself and just know that everybody play a role. My father teach me not to talk to a man who only like one pitney. That him teach me. My father teach me the values that say when a man and a woman left, it don't give him the right to don't look on the outside child. Why? He never look upon me and me know how it feels. So me have my king man and him have him son. Me not go, my king man is not that. He might go glitch out to him son and so forth. But me I go say, did you call Maurice today? When last I talk to your son? Why? Because I know how it feel. My father taught me that. And it might appear bad, but it's the truth. So my father play a role in my something, you know. Because when him say, me and him who I'm family, him gone out of my life because guess what? Film purpose done. Maybe film purpose was for only just get with my mother and bring me come here. Because the story of how my mother and him meet, them never have no relationship. Because my mother never know me go name. You know, so me I talk about? So sometimes we need to tap into ourselves and ask our parents questions and don't afraid for ask them. Luckily, me have a straightforward mother who if me go to her, go ask her something, she's going to tell me the blunt truth and that's it. She's going to be as real as possible. I think I adapt a lot of that from her. She's going to tell me the truth. She's not going to lie. She's not going to say, well, the man they never want me. No, she's not afraid to say that. She's not afraid to say that because she's confident within herself to know that every man she did want either. And that's one of them things there. We don't have to be ashamed or nothing. You see, when we be real to ourselves and we talk the things, I think we get less stress. Because we don't have nothing we are suppressing and hiding and we have conscience now kill we. Nothing wrong if you talk to somebody and him never want you. Not a thing wrong with that. And don't say, oh, he didn't want me because I know nothing good. Oh, you know say. Oh, you know say. Oh, you know say the man is not a good man. That's because him don't want you. No. All the man knows that the woman is not a good man. Just because she don't want him. You never can ever know that until you get with the person. You're going to know if you and the person is compatible enough. You're not going to ever know that. You're not going to know who did good or who did bad. Because funny enough, you can go in there and the man are the good man. The man can go in there and the woman are the good man. And another woman are the good one. Yeah. So my father taught me that. It's how to choose men. Funnily enough, in the initial stage when me just talk and I talk to a man, I talk to a man who is similar to my father. Yeah, you see it? Until me that broke out of that cycle there. You know what I say? Unconsciously. So we all can tap into ourselves because any man will hurt you, him teach you something. Him teach you man sense. Any woman will hurt you, she teach you woman sense. Because we all can take responsibility for our life when we start grow up and understand certain things. Yeah. But we always look on it on a one-sided thing. Oh, I don't like fake friends. What if that friend is teaching you that you were fake to somebody else? Oh, I don't like selfish friend. What if that selfish friend that you're talking about has taught you I try gear back some of your medicine when you did selfish to somebody else? Oh, she's a very real friend. She's a good friend. Wow, that friend is even teaching you how to be real and so forth. So until we tap into ourselves, in our authenticity, and go deep in ourselves, is the authenticity is a spiritual thing, the universe respond to it, It's just getting to know who you are and don't be ashamed and afraid of it. Don't be ashamed and afraid. If when you're looking at yourself, you realize that man that really wasn't my enemy, That man that really wasn't my enemy. And that person that really wasn't my friend, That person that was my teacher. So anybody where will come, so even if you're in a relationship with a man, him your teacher, you are my teacher. Whether I'm there for the good or I'm there for the bad, you're both teaching each other something. If you don't learn the lesson that he's giving you, God will put you back through the same thing again until you learn. If you don't learn, you're going to always play the victim and say, man no good, no man no there. Woman no good, woman no crosses, no good, man no there. Nothing no go so. They were teaching you something but you did not get the lesson. Some people look like them end up dead and never learn a lesson. But I just saw it go. So I'm here to tell all of this. So look here, no man and your enemy. None of them what we call enemy say, oh, enemy call them a teach you something about yourself. God send them for a purpose. Like how God did send Barabbas. Like how God did send Judas. God did send all of the people that were crucified Jesus. It was ordained and Jesus knew it. That's why you see the man poised and got dead. And the man did willing for dead for when believing it. Because Jesus same come for one purpose and only one purpose. And that is to spread the truth. And he that believe and accept the truth will accept him. And that him come for. Him take on the sins of the world. But it's not say like him dead for wasting him dead for the truth. And him dead for him believing her. Because if he had told the man, if Jesus did ever tell the man, say, him and a God, them only kill him. The man kill him because he didn't know who he was. And him stand up in himself and him say, yes, him is the Messiah. And that's why the man kill him. The man ego make him kill him. But Jesus was supposed to do that for the man kill him. Everybody play a role in your life. Every man where you meet is the chain of link for your own good. It's just we have to see it and we have to see the blessing. We have to see it and we have to see the lesson. Because sometimes, as I say in our previous audio, sometimes God will take you through a process. I will ask God for certain things. But in order for us to get there, sometimes we have to humble way, depending on how big the purpose is, depending on how big what you ask for, depending on how big the gift is. You have to go through some things to get there. Remember, you know, according to what them say, you know, Jesus was a sinless man, you know. But him still did have to go through because everybody have them own cross to bear. Everybody have a cross where them have to bear. Are you willing to accept your mistakes? Are you willing to use them mistakes to rebuild your self-confidence? Because mistake will have you feeling low. Mistake will have you feeling ashamed of yourself. Because when you look, you say, Lord God, look how I'm going to take up this man here. Lord God, I never get the perfect life or the status quo it gives me or whatever. Just know, say, you can always build back. And my mistake, me use to rebuild my self-esteem. The mistake them me make. So me I walk on where people tell me, say, boy, that girl are confident and thing. You know why them say that? And I feel good when them say that in a sense. I mean, I'll seek validation, but this is what I'm saying. I don't have the things them where make people feel, where make humans feel confident. I walk, I take my bus, and I go about my business. I not one bag of name brand. I wear name brand and my cousin send them come give me. Because I have other things to do with my money. When I reach in a rich people life and them look like physically, but I reach spiritually, you know. When I reach up in another stage and I feel like for buy one something will cost so much $10,000 $1 million, me buy it. But for now, my cousin I go and do look juggling. She said, come, and me go and wear it, and I just wear my look clothes them. Because guess what? You could have wear name brand from now till I'm and fit the look good for you, and say nothing. So just know, say, everywhere you go in a life, don't be afraid if you make them. Fear. Tonight, release your mistake. Release all right, let it go. Make it go on. In the sense of letting it go, in the sense of stop allowing it to control you. Because I remember I went on a session and speak on a virtual session last year. And this girl, she's highly successful. She's in the corporate. She looks successful in the terms of the physical successful, where she have all the little attributes and the stuff them that with society or a man or a woman would look at her and say, yo, that woman, they are top shot. And she was on the virtual session with me. And when I start talking about celebrating mistakes and mistake this and say if this never happened, you know what the woman look and say? For years she's been battling with something inside of her. A mistake that she had made. And it has controlled her life. And she buried herself in her work. And she haven't gotten over it. And she said she's going to look and consider. She's going to look into herself and get that confidence that I have to not be ashamed for come talk about the mistakes that I've made and things that I've done. Remember, she's human first. She's human first, regardless of what you have outside. Who would have expected a woman like that would have taken a note from me and say she are going to look in her fear herself? Because the truth is, a lot of us are not living authentic. We are living inauthentic. And we don't realize that the mistake them we make and the sit to them for turn we into the authentic person that we should be. Real person. Just be real to yourself. To thine own self be true. No shame no night. No pride no night. It hard. Me not like no easy way no. And I want easy journey for trying no. Because everybody celebrate success. Everybody celebrate the good things. Everybody celebrate all of that. But without the bad, enough of the things them wanna happen. Without the negative and the light, you have the negative and the positive. I've said this over and over again. And if when the two of them spark, you see the light come, the light gonna come. If you have two red wire, too positive, it would have never work. If you want your life to be perfect, you want your life to be all bad, the two black wire, it would have never work. The black and the red have got together and squash round so, and it bring the light, and that light is in you. So your mistakes where you make, plus the good things where you make, and everything where you do, bind them up together and twist them up like the little electrician card, and just wrap it round and just know say if you meet somebody today and them in an argument, there's always a key word in some of the argument. Sometimes there's something that you made a word and you never remember say you said the word, and as you go outside so a test come to see if you're going to stand by that word. But we don't know these things, right? Because these things are spiritual fundamentals of life. I love faith. Meditate upon life and my life journey. A man can write a book, but there's no man that can write your book for you. You have to hold the pen and write your own script of life. I mean say you have to write a literal book. Some may do, but you have to hold that pen because nobody know your story like you. And just know, say, as we go off tonight, my authenticians, no man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Everyone is your teacher. Have an authentic night. God bless you, and I salute the divinity in you all. Mwah.